Say hello, Dan.
Oh, hello, Dan.
So we're at Dan's secret undisclosed spot. We just rolled in our wagon. It was pretty handy. We've got the little dry washer, some tools, knee pads, shovels, etc. So we're gonna try this spot. He's actually found some pretty good gold here already, so should be fun. Try someplace new. And here's my irritating dog that acts like we're all supposed to entertain him. But Teddy, stop whining. All right, so we'll get at it. Okay, so we're digging some material, do some classification. I guess it's easier just to stay bent over on your knees and dig the stuff up than it is actually pick it up and shovel it, because it's a lot of hard digging. And you can see the tools. We're just using a standard shovel. I got a DP32, the pick. I got a Magic Fingers, the hand trowel. So we're gonna start digging. Now, interesting, we were talking about where the gold comes from in this spot. You see those layers in there, and he says that the gold's not in the layers. He says it's down towards the bottom, so we're digging down towards the bottom here. Now, we're not going to dig in the center because there's horses and people hike through here, so we got to make sure we leave no impact so no one knows we're even here. So it's kind of a neat area. Doesn't look like much of a gold mining area, but yeah, evidently I'm wrong because he's been finding good gold. All right, let me get down and help him. See, Dan's just dug all the stuff out and he used the Magic Fingers to rake a lot of the rocks out. So it makes my job a lot easier. Okay, that's enough, Dan. We're going to run to the front of the machine. We got a full bucket. So Zach, just for the fun of it, let's go ahead and kind of time it.
All right.
See how fast I can get a bucket through here or not overload the machine.
I'll time it.
All right, cool.
All right. Come on.
Okay, so I've got
Once he starts pouring, start it.
about 70 pounds. What do you think? Pick it up. How much is that weight? 70 pounds or so? Okay. So you're timing it? Start now. It feels like 70 pounds. Yeah, a little moisture in there, you can see it. Feed it through the machine nicely.
Teddy's getting a good dusty.
He doesn't care. That damn dog, he was eating dirt this morning. I don't get that one.
A reflection of his owner.
I deserve that. But I haven't got caught eating dirt. So, but again, now you see the dust moving further. Before the dust is here, and the gravel is here. That's because the ions, the ones, you know, when you positively charge the material, it wants to get rid of the charge. It wants to become wants to ground out. So the ground is a ground. So that makes sense. All right, we're gonna go back to digging. Okay. Yeah, that thing's pretty sweet. The machine. Yeah. This is about the 4th or 5th time I've used it, and maybe the last, year. And the more I've been using this thing, the more I like the little one. Again, it's not for a guy who's going to go out and dig out tailing piles. It's not for a guy who's going to go out and just pound material through it. But if you're down digging, in virgin material, whether you're like in a dry riverbed, or you're in a, an area like we are, kind of an obscure condition, the machine's pretty nice, working pretty good. What do you think, Zach?
It's working really good.
Yeah.
Didn't wipe out Teddy much.
No, he's not that dirty, but he always gets dirty. All right, so I got a little smarter this time. I put that top bar back in so we can actually balance the bucket. I was actually having to hold the bucket up before. So now it's pretty cool. I put the bar in, I drove these wing bolts in pretty much all the way, and the bar's just in high enough. But you can see this thing, it's spitting out the material nicely, no dust. Like, I am impressed. We do have to smack the top around to get the big rocks off of it sometimes. But I'm okay with that. Not that big of a deal. It seems to be doing everything it's supposed to be doing. And it's quiet. I like this thing. We're on about our fourth, fifth bucket, somewhere in there. And the last one, it took about 3.5, 4 minutes to run about 80 pounds of dirt. So that's pretty good capacity, you know. So, you know, let's just say if it's 5, if you want to stretch it out for a longer period of time, you can probably go maybe, you know, 5 minutes per 80 pounds. Let's say, cut that out.
It really regulates the flow.
It's what?
It regulates the flow a lot easier.
It's regulating now nicely?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it looks like it is. But isn't that bar nice to have back on there again?
Yeah.
And it's just spitting the material out. Now we're going to do one thing different on our necks. We're going to do a little more fine tuning on the machine. We're going to try to turn the blower up 1 notch to a little higher speed. And I'm going to open up the blast gates. Now the blast gates are these right here. I've got them just opened up a little bit. But if you open those up more and I turn the blower up higher, I can get a little bit more powerful, higher speed vibration if I want to, but it's shaking pretty good. I don't know if the camera's going to show this, but it's got some pretty good force. I hope the camera shows it, but it's shaking really nice. Yeah, it's working good. All right, so I'm just kind of trying to shoot up here at the top so you can see the vibration we're getting.
How's the digging, Mark?
We're digging. It's kind of interesting. We're kind of getting down. I'm seeing some different colorations of rocks and stuff down here, and we've been finding a lot of old ancient riverbed stuff in here too. A lot of shells and things like that in here. So it's definitely a big mix of different types of ground we're into. It's kind of bizarre. Like I said, I wouldn't have thought there'd be any gold here, but obviously there is. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here for the second time.
My third.
Your third. My first. Ted, you just want to help all the time, don't you?
Helpful little cuss.
Yeah. That's it. Knock those rocks down on top of my head. Little shovels in the bar job, the big one for the moment.
They hit rocks.
Tell you, I hope that's not poison oak up there.
Yeah,
no,
it is.
It's not. It's not.
Further up.
Teddy,
See that right there?
come here, big boy. Don't go up there. I don't need you giving me poison oak. I get it bad sometimes too.
Hate to say it, but I'm immune to the stuff.
I don't want to hear that shit. I know you are. So we run about 5 buckets so far, and the batteries are getting low, but I was asking Dan, since it's his unit, it doesn't just, I was curious whether the blower ran at full speed, then it just went dead, or it progressively slowed down. I guess evidently it just runs at its normal speed. Come on, Teddy, dig. And it runs at its normal speed, and then it just goes dead all of a sudden, which is nice. So, and you also have a battery checker on here, I guess. Yeah, we're down to 1 bar, so we'll see how that last set of batteries. We have more fresh batteries, but so far, I'm going to get one of these. They're pretty cool. I'm actually impressed. So we're gonna. How speed would you say that? Speed 3?
Yeah, it's at between 2.5 and 3.
That's pretty easy to set. Just hit that. Push that.
Stop it, all you gotta do is just hit the button, hit the trigger.
That's cool. I like that. Simple. How much does that thing cost, by the way?
I don't know. You got it.
No, I don't remember what I paid, what I bought it for.
I think
Like $350.
I
don't even know. We'll have to look it up. But let's run that button back on, which is nice. So I don't have to carry the weight of the bucket. I can just rest it on the bar, which is nice. A lot easier on the old body.
emphasis on the old.
What's that?
Emphasis on the old.
I shouldn't say that. People might think I'm old.
Yeah.
It's just,
Like I said.
that was it. You're right. It just goes dead. All right, let's throw a first set in there. So I just answered my own question. We're running it, and the thing just shut off. So Dan's swapping a couple new batteries.
Best to turn the machine off first.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oopsie.
Please never make that noise again. Oh my God.
What can I say?
Just don't say too much anymore.
At least don't say whoopsie.
Yeah. Oh God, this is too fun.
We just pop in place and
That's actually pretty cool.
you're ready to go.
You know what we should do, Dan? I'd like to try one thing. Let's kick it up. Is it like 1, 2? How many speeds? 5 speeds? 6 speeds?
It goes up to 6.
Okay. Is there like a 3.5 or let's kick it to 4 and I'm going to open up these. Nah, it's working good the way it is. Let's just keep it here.
I'm gonna go with the 3.5.
It has a 3. Let's try 3.5.
Yeah. You just put the 3 on top and the 4 on the bottom, and you got 3.5.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, here we go.
Let's see how. That's working it good. You can see that material working through that, working through the box. Good bar. Definitely a backsaver.
Nice thing is you can look down and you can watch the flow, so you know when to pour a little bit more in. Got too much. Good regulating apparatus.
That's pretty good 4 or 5 minutes of bucket too.
And as you can see, it's really chewing through the material. Doing a great job. Hey, Teddy. He's doing a great job, too.
Teddy's doing a good job. So you can tell the magic finger works good. It's also good for this. He's a good boy, he is. Does he like that? All right, you go back to digging. No, but it really does nice. Gets around the roots and gets, especially if you have cracks and crevices, it really tears it up nice. So let me. Daddy, stay. Daddy, no. That seems rocking, man. I'm having to keep moving the tailings out of the way. Yeah, it's so much easier to rest that bucket on the bar now. So bizarre to me the way that dust doesn't carry past that little pile there. Big stuff directly below, the dust about just out in front, and it sticks to the ground. Almost no dust in the air. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we're getting a couple clogs in the feed system because there's a lot of vegetation in here. But that, you know, I think when we timed earlier, we were like 3 minutes, 30 seconds. I would say probably five minutes a bucket would be a safe number to run, because we may have been running a little hot. So I really like to run a little slow. If you run it too fast, the ripples pack tight. When the ripples start packing a little tighter, your recovery falls off. So probably, you know, 5 minutes is a good round number for, let's say, 75 pounds of dirt. I don't get it. Teddy, why do you like to sit next to the dust? I think my dog's got a screw loose. Now, last week his friend was here and he kept checking the tailings. The tailings were clean. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, Dennis would be here today, but he's got COVID-19, so...
Really? He's got COVID?
Yeah.
How's he doing?
He's doing good. I talked to him last night. He's got a few more days to go before they can retest him.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. You haven't been around him, have you?
No.
Good. So you see, we moved quite a bit of dirt. And every inch of it, you had to fight for it. It was all pick and shovel and prying and using the magic fingers and a variety of tools. And by the way, everything we had here worked really well, and I'm super impressed with the dry washer, and I'm kind of blown away with this blower. I really liked using it. I missed the shop vac feature of it, definitely, but I do appreciate the quietness, and we're able to come through here, and horses are walking by and everything else. We're not disturbing anybody, so sometimes being a little stealthy works. He's looking at my brother's toy. That medley tetra, I was using it on my trip about 2-3 weeks ago. Found probably one of my bigger nuggets I've ever found with the medley tetra, about a 1/4 ounce nugget. Ugly piece, big slab, but you know what? It's still got some killer weight. So we're gonna do that in a little bit. But we're having fun, man. This is nice, and it's quiet. It's a beautiful day. Couldn't ask for a nicer temperature range. Having fun. Even my dog's in heaven, aren't you, Teddy? Yeah!
Yeah, just rolling in the dirt.
Just rolling in the dirt. So you can see we're filling our hole back in too. We don't want to leave any negative impact around here. Besides, there's horses walking by, people hiking, and we don't want to just throw it on top. He doesn't care. So we're trying to, you know, leave as little footprint as possible.
That's what the ranger wanted.
And that's what the ranger's gonna get. Okay. Oh, I see where you tapped it now. It drove everything forward a little bit. And you can kind of see the scrubbing pins in there, which is nice now.
That's what I was explaining.
Yeah, I couldn't. What the hell are you talking about? Now I get it. Yeah, looks like it's supposed to look.
Yeah, those pins usually have piled up there.
Yeah. But you know, we found what the pins are kind of cool is they actually they spread the material out in the ripple boards nice and even. That's what's nice about them. And they're always gonna have a little debris. It's always fun. You got to clean it out afterwards a little bit. Okay, want me to rip it out of there?
Oh, that's already undone.
Yeah, it's undone. I usually grab it by the first riffle and kind of stick my fingers in there and pull it up. Just like that. They're always stuck a little bit. Then I kind of wiggle it up and down till it breaks loose. There you go. That's a simple enough cleanup, huh? Now that's your, that cloth there is what they use. It's like a filter pad, also helps distribute the air pressure evenly. And you kind of get a little shot of the vibrator inside there too. And you can see we had the blast gates open about not quite halfway. But I was really happy how well everything worked. Simple, light, low grief, nice. You gotta smack that a little bit. You gotta get that dust off for next time. This part here. All right, you can throw it in there now. It's always tricky to get that carpet underneath that lip sometimes. It's the opposite of a gold dredge.
Yeah, you have the ripples pointed towards.
Yep, up towards the top. Opposite of what a regular gold riffle. It confuses a lot of people.
Because the air is coming up, and you want to. It creates a ventricular effect, like a wet or sluice that, when the water's running, it creates that whirl. Well, with this, the air's going up, it creates that whirl
in front,
but it traps everything down below.
Hey, pull the riffle board out real quick. I want to show one thing here too. What's kind of cool about a riffle board like this too, I don't know if you can see this or not, but if you look at the back side here, you'll notice we've got this is the first layer is the polyester carpet. Then we have, and here you have, thank you, Teddy. You got a layer of Lexan, then Buna rubber, then the silkscreen. But what's interesting, you'll notice that the bands, you have a narrow band, a wide band, a narrow band, a wide band, a narrow band. What that's all about is we're creating a dead airspace. So what happens is, if when your riffle board's air is coming up, you have less air going in here. This one it'll be cut off a little more. This will be cut off a little less. It'll be cut off a little bit more. So you have dead air spaces underneath this. And that's part of the reason this machine is capable of capturing a lot of fine gold. It's the combination of the polyester carpet, which creates static. And then you got your layer of your Lexan, which is a high staticky material. This is a Buna rubber material, which is also static. Just like the same thing when you put a balloon, you rub a balloon on your head, and then you stick it on the wall. And then, so you got all these layers vibrating against each other. Then we use the silk screen. And the beauty of the silk screen is it's a very robust material. It's a polyester, which is also creates static, but it's a very precise opening. So we have a nice, good control. Hey, you just want to be involved with everything today, don't you? All right, Dan, go ahead and shove it back in there.
Ooh. I haven't heard that in years.
Oh, shit. All right. And that's it. Just locks it down. It's pretty simple. Like I said, light. Takes just a matter of a couple minutes to set it up. And I was really impressed with that blower. I mean, now you have both the gas one and the electric one.
Correct.
I mean, the gas one's better for going out, up at the desert where no one really cares what we're using for power. But man, that electric one for coming into an area, low grief, that is sweet. Some nice little, almost pickers. All right, let's pan out the rest.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's another piece right
Yeah, there's another piece. Yeah, there's some nice little chunky stuff in there. I can see you put the little Dawn. I use that Gold Drop stuff. I use Jet Dry. Dawn, any kind of detergent works well. It makes the water wetter. I've actually seen gold float on the surface.
Well, that
Especially if you take dry gold into a wet pan, it'll float sometimes.
There's a little black sand.
God, it's weird. I'm not, I'm used to finding gold, but I'm not used to finding gold without any much black sand.
But a lot of garnets.
A lot of garnets. Anything in there? Oh yeah, look at that. There's some little pickers in there. Actually, some decent sized stuff, and some fines too. I see it in there.
Yeah.
All right, dump that in our top pan again. Yeah, I'm curious to see how this compares to that last place when you guys were here last time.
Yeah, we'll try a different spot.
Just dump the rest of it in there, it's fine. Because most likely the best gold's in the bottom of the bucket anyways. Just from that ride over in their wagon, it's gonna help settle it out.
Oh.
A little more water. You got it.
Oh, shit. Not that much.
No, it's not that much material in
Not
there.
much material in there.
So you pan a little different from I do. So here's what I do a little different. I'll show you. I'll let you pan it out, but I kind of go like that a lot more, and I settle it, and then I do what you do from there. But everybody's got their own techniques, and they typically all work. Everybody just got their own little twist.
Piece of quartz.
Yeah. So we've seen quartz, agate, a lot of seashells, and what would you call it, just petrified rocks with all the shells we've seen? The snails.
Yeah.
I really did like that blower though. That was kind of nice. Just the quietness of it.
Yeah,
I missed the shop vac portion of it, of the gas one.
see in the corner there?
Let's see, I don't see it. Oh shit, look at that. Keep going, young man. Keep going. Oh yeah. I just can't believe that's local, dude. That's just bizarre. What are you, a whopping 10 minutes from home?
5 minutes.
5 minutes? That's just not right. I go all the way to the desert to find gold like that. Shit, look at that.
And there's a lead BB right there, a lead shot too.
That's actually kind of amazing. Now, how does that compare to you to the last time? About the same?
Oh, about the same.
So where do you think it's coming from? Do you think it's coming from the deeper portions, the upper portions?
Probably that middle layer that we're working
You think so?
on. Yeah. But yeah, let's see if I can get that shot out of there. Add that to the rest.
Yeah. You can pan it down a little further now. I can't believe what a beautiful day it's turned out to be. Damn. Let me zoom in on that a little bit. That is too cool. That's worth the time, isn't it?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Not bad for free, huh?
Yeah, let's see, we got here at 7:30 and hiked in, hiked out, panned it out. We're done by 11, so that's pretty good. And how much gold do you think we got in there?